Hey guys, Sarah here from Work Life Glue, and I'm excited to be coming back to show you the storage in our daughter's big girl room as well as the storage in our upcoming daughter's nursery. And so I did not show this in the last video, and if you have not seen our daughter's, she's 2.5, her name's Celia, if you have not seen her room tour, make sure you look in the description box below and I'll have a link to it. That'd probably be a good one to watch before this one. But if you're looking for ideas for storage for a child's room, this is the right place. So I'm going to take you through her closet, which is over here. It's a pretty good size closet for a 2-year-old, and then her dresser, which is also a good size. So here is her closet. We have just a very inexpensive, I think, Rubbermaid closet system that you can easily switch out, which I would highly recommend for kids because they're always changing and growing, and it's nice to be able to adapt, especially because this room may be a home to 2 kids eventually, so we wanted something that we could easily change, and it's really great about that, really easy to do. So I like to do hanging on one side and then shelving on the other, and I wanted to make sure I had room for toys and for clothes in here because we like to encourage her to play in here now and not have as many toys all over the house, and this room has a lot of space for that, so we wanted to make sure we had some room for toy storage. So basically, these are all her clothes for the most part that I would hang, and I have like all her tops and rompers up here, and then dresses, which she has way too many of, sweatshirts, some coats and stuff like that in here too. We keep most of her seasonal coats that are in season and shoes by the door, but everything else lives up here. And then as far as clothing also goes, up here I decided to keep all of her next size up clothes stored up here because I like to go thrifting, and that way I kind of know what she has. So I have all her 3T stuff up here, so that way if I'm gonna go to the thrift store I could easily just look, and then if she outgrows something I can kind of pull it down. And then anything she outgrows that's in here, I got this idea from Hillary from My So-Called Home. I just have this little bin right up here that, let's say she outgrew this romper, I could just take it off, throw it in here, and then when this fills up, then I know to go to the basement and get the bin out to store everything. So that's working out really well. She will eventually be moving to a big girl bed, and we already have the stuff for that. I have the bedding, the sheets, a big pillow, so that's all just staying up there for right now. And then we have toy storage for the most part over here. I also have a bin with hats, mittens, and gloves, and her ear muff things from 4th of July fireworks. And then I just have a thing with small toys like magnets and stuff, puzzles, a magnadoodle, shape sorter, and then she's got this train with all these blocks I keep in here. And these are all just simple bins from the dollar store. I'm going with blue and green in this room because it's a very loose rainbow theme. And then we have all her like little people things right here, and so she can reach these and pull them down, which is fine. She needs help getting these down, which I prefer because they can get kind of messy. And then at the very bottom we have a wooden bin with stuffed animals and dolls and things like that. We've got a nice folding stool, so if we ever need it to reach up high we can. And then some doll houses and a barn and her Duplo blocks. And then we also keep her wind machine fan, which is something I swear by. I'm a child care provider, and our daughter is like the world's best sleeper, knock on wood. And I owe a lot of that to white noise. So this is plugged in over here, but we can just pull it out at night or nap time and turn it on, and this thing is loud and I love it, and I will have a link to it in the description below. But we face it towards the wall so it's not blowing all over the room. It's mostly just for noise. So that's her closet. And then I have her dresser organized with all of her foldable stuff as well as some bedding and related stuff. So in this first drawer, I also just use simple dollar store bins. Use what you can find. Nothing fancy. I have socks and tights, underwear, which we're working on getting to that point. Bloomers. If you have girls who wear dresses, you know the bloomers never end. And then some leotards for gymnastics are just folded in here, nothing too fancy. And then in this one I have all her pants, and they're just kind of folded in here. Easy to see, easy to store. If she pulls them out, it's not hard to put them back. In this one beneath that I have her shorts and her skirts Skirts are in here, shorts are here, and then these are her like longer shorts or like crop pants. And shorts she doesn't wear as often, more like play clothes, like if she wanted to get dirty, so I know where those are. Over here we have her pajamas, which are folded nicely now, but we usually kind of just throw them in there because she usually likes to be kind of picky about what she wears, so she'll kind of go through a few before she decides what she wants to wear to bed. But that's the nice thing about kids' clothes. They wear them so often, they get washed so often, and they're not that big, so they don't really wrinkle that much. So it's fine if they just play with them. And then down here, I do not have clothes per se. And this one I have, this is a blackout liner for the window. It's got suction cups, so I can link to that below as well as some backup crib sheets. And then I have this super cute pillow cover for when she transitions to a bed. I just put that in here. And then in this one I have all of her swimwear. So I have tons of swimsuits. She's got so many because I thrift them. And swim diapers, this cute little towel romper thing, some goggles, and her armbands for swimming. So that's how I organize her clothes and extra accessories. So let's head over to the baby's room so you can see how I'm organizing her nursery. So since this is our second child and our second daughter, I feel like we know a thing or two about organizing baby clothes. I know a lot more about the whole newborn phase and how sleep deprived and out of it a mom can be. So I want to make things as easy as possible for me. So she has about the same size closet, maybe a little bit smaller than our daughter Celia's. So I'll show you that, as well as her dresser, which we just got. Celia did not have a dresser full-time in her nursery, which this room was. But I'm going to take you through how I organized that. So let's look at the closet first. So it's the same kind of setup, hanging clothes over here, bins over here. We're not keeping a lot of toys in here because she's gonna be little. She won't really be able to play much, and she'll have her big sister's room and some toys in the living room. I know it looks like I have a lot of clothes in here, but actually I have newborn through a 9-month size clothes, as well as some winter essentials that take up some space. And that is solely to make my life easier, because I know new moms, every 3 months or sooner, if your baby grows faster than the typical size of clothes, you don't want to have to be digging in bins and getting them out. I did that for my last daughter, and it felt like I was constantly purging and getting rid of and bringing out new clothes. So I thought, let's just make it easier and have 9 months worth of clothes, so that once this bin is full with all these clothes, then I can go and refill it back up. But I don't really have to do anything until that point. I already have her clothes already out, clean, wrinkle free, and ready. So basically I have her little newborn stash right here, 0 to 3 months. These are all 3 to 6 months, and these are all 6 to 9 months with some of her winter stuff as well. And it's nice to have it out too, because my first daughter was born in February, my second daughter is due in September. So some of these clothes may not work, like 3 to 6 month summer clothes may not work for our second daughter, but that way I kind of can see what we have and can run to the store and switch it out easily. Over here I have hats, boots, mittens, socks, booties, that kind of thing, bloomers and pants, and then jammies and sleep sacks. This is all for the newborn size. And then I have white onesies. This is basically all the sizes, because we only have them up through so many sizes. And then I have, so there's 0 to 3 month clothes here, I have 0 to 3 month bottoms and jammies here, and then 3 to 6 month clothes here. So I have 3 to 6 months jammies, sleep sacks, and bottoms here, and then 6 to 9 month clothes here. So I have 6 to 9 month jammies, 6 to 9 month bottoms, and then some slippers. And then in the bottom I keep a really big bin, so once these clothes are outgrown and I'm ready, I can put them in the bin, and then when I'm ready and have time to get the new bin out, I can. But I have 9 months to do it, and I'm really excited about that this time around. And then as for her dresser, I have some things in here. You won't see diapers. We won't be probably diapering her in here. This is mainly just going to be for storage right now, because we plan on her sleeping in our bedroom for the first 6 months. But it is nice to have a central location for essentials and things like that. So in the top drawer, I have just these little basically silverware divider things. I don't even remember where I got those years ago, and I have some Dollar Tree stuff as well with socks and tights and things like that. And then I have this bigger silverware organizer with her nose Frida, a comb, a pacifier thing, my little nursing clip, which will probably actually end up by her bed. It's a light, you clip it on your shirt, and when you're nursing at night you can kind of see, but it doesn't wake the baby up, which is really nice, and I'll link to that below. And then I have all of her bow headbands and flower headbands, which I'm really excited about, so that should be cute. And I kept just a little thing of tissues in here because you can never have too many of those. In this drawer I have our Baby Catan carrier, so it's easy to access, burp cloths, and bibs, and then drool bibs, just so I know where they are. And then we also did cloth wipes with our daughter for the first few months. I have those in here because these can also be great, like spit up rags and stuff. And then in the bottom I just keep some pack and play sheets, and then her swaddle blankets, and then her really pretty blanket that will eventually be her blanket when she turns 1. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little storage organization tour of our 2 daughters' rooms. I'll definitely update you over time, but we all know it's a lot easier to balance work and life when you have an organized home, especially when it comes to kid stuff, because it can overtake your home and overtake your life if you let it. Let me know what your favorite idea was, and if you have kids and have any good organizing tips for their clothes and items and toys and stuff like that, please leave them in the comments below, and make sure you check out the description box for any products mentioned. And if there's something I mentioned that I didn't link to, make sure you ask me in the comments, and I'll be sure to respond back. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.